Welcome to Tech Explained. Today, we're talking about network attacks. Basically, how cybercriminals break into systems, steal data, or just cause chaos. If you've ever wondered how hackers actually pull off their tricks, this is for you. And don't worry, I'll keep it simple, relatable, and easy to understand. Think of your computer like your house. You lock your doors, maybe even install security cameras. But hackers? They're like burglars, always looking for a way in. Maybe they sneak through an unlocked window, disguise themselves as a friendly neighbor, or even trick you into handing them the keys. That's exactly what network attacks are, different ways of breaking in. Some of these attacks come in the form of malware, harmful software that infects your system. A virus, for example, is like a hitchhiker. It latches onto a file and needs you to click or open something to spread. Worms, on the other hand, don't need your help at all. They move from system to system on their own, like a disease spreading through the air. Then there's the logic bomb, a piece of malicious code that sits quietly in your system, waiting for a specific trigger, like a date or event, before it strikes. And let's not forget Trojans, programs that look harmless, like a free app, but secretly steal your data. Imagine downloading a simple calculator app only to realize it's recording your keystrokes and sending your passwords to a hacker. The worst part? You wouldn't even know. Sometimes, hackers don't just want to crash your system, they want your information. Ever heard of a Salami attack? It's where tiny amounts of money or data are stolen in a way that's barely noticeable. Imagine a hacker shaving off fractions of a cent from thousands of transactions. 1 cent missing from your bank account? No big deal. But thousands of those tiny amounts add up to a fortune. Then there's data diddling, where data is altered before it gets processed. Imagine if someone changed your exam grades in a university system before they were finalized. Or sniffing, where hackers intercept sensitive data, like passwords, when you're using an unsecured network, like public Wi-Fi. Ever connected to free airport Wi-Fi? Yeah, it's a bad idea. Another way hackers get in is by taking control of your online sessions. You know how you stay logged into a website even after closing your browser? That's called a session, and hackers love exploiting it. Session hijacking is when a hacker takes over your session without you even knowing, allowing them to access your accounts. A sneakier version of this is session spoofing, where they trick a system into thinking they're you. You log into your bank, and suddenly, the hacker is making transactions in your name. Not all attacks are about stealing. Some are just about making systems unusable. Ever tried visiting a website only to find that it won't load? That could be a distributed denial of service, DDoS attack. Imagine a mob of fake customers flooding a store, preventing real customers from entering. That's what happens when hackers send massive amounts of traffic to a website. It crashes. Then there are SYN flood attacks, which overwhelm servers by sending connection requests, but never completing them, leaving the system stuck in limbo. Other attacks like Smurf, Fraggle, and Teardrop overload networks in different ways, but the end result is the same: total shutdown. Sometimes, hackers don't even have to break in. They just exploit existing weaknesses. A zero-day attack targets security flaws that developers don't even know exist yet, striking before a fix can be made. The Loki attack is even sneakier. It disguises malicious data inside normal network traffic, making it nearly impossible to detect. It's like smuggling a weapon past security by hiding it inside a grocery bag. Hackers also manipulate the way computers communicate with each other. A land attack, for example, tricks a system into sending messages to itself until it crashes, like prank calling your own number and getting stuck in an endless loop. DNS spoofing is even scarier. Imagine typing facebook.com into your browser, but instead of going to the real site, you land on a fake page that looks exactly like it. You enter your username and password, and just like that, the hacker has your login info. Then there's TCP sequence prediction, where hackers crack the pattern of network communication, allowing them to hijack connections and insert their own malicious data. Not all attacks happen over the internet. Some just require the hacker to be nearby. Bluetooth-based attacks like bluejacking and bluesnarfing allow hackers to send unwanted messages or steal data from your phone without you even realizing it. Ever gotten a random Bluetooth request from an unknown device? Yeah, that might not be harmless. So what can you do to protect yourself? First, use strong, unique passwords. None of that password 123 nonsense. Second, enable multi-factor authentication, MFA. Even if a hacker gets your password, they won't be able to log in without the second layer of verification. Third, keep your software updated. Those annoying updates? They're fixing security holes. And finally, be cautious on public Wi-Fi. Never enter sensitive information unless you're using a VPN. Cybersecurity isn't just for IT professionals, it's for everyone. The more you know, the harder you are to hack. If you want to deep dive into any of these attacks, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching Tech Explained. Stay safe online, and I'll see you in the next one.